Back in the early 1970s, a lean public utility group, WPPSS, thought, let us build 5 nuclear reactors in Washington to supply tons of emission-free electricity. They were riding the era's optimism about nuclear power, bold energy demand forecasts, and the belief that big tech cost industrial growth was just around the corner. The plan hit cost overruns, delays, regulatory challenges, and changing economics. Building nuclear reactors turned out to be far more complicated than anticipated. Demand forecasts were overly optimistic. Growth didn't match predictions. Construction issues and budget blowouts became the norm. Ultimately, the project collapsed, leaving ratepayers and the public exposed to huge costs and zero returns. The video calls it the most complicated construction project America tried in that domain. The failure of this project became a cautionary tale. It helped shift public sentiment and policy about nuclear power in the U.S. It highlights how big infrastructure bets, especially in regulated utilities, carry huge risks, regulatory delays, changing tech, shifting public policy, and unforeseen cost escalation. The case shows that the promise of clean nuclear power is real in theory, but in practice, the build cost, licensing, and timeline hurdles are massive. For anyone interested in energy strategy, policy, or infrastructure in China or anywhere else, the WPPSS case is a reminder. Don't underestimate execution risk. There was a strong ambition versus reality tension in the story. A small agency with big dreams. Behind the numbers are real consequences, stranded assets, angry consumers, regulatory backlash. For emerging markets, including your interest in China, to us innovation, to us trade, the lesson is, when you build big bet infrastructure, factor in ramp risk, regulatory risk, and execution risk. It's not just about the idea. Also interesting for supply chain or manufacturing observers like you. Many assumptions about cost, local content schedule, regulatory alignment, etc. go into these mega projects, and they often get disrupted. Lesson number 1, the higher the ambition, 5 reactors, the higher the execution risk. Lesson chapter 2, forecasting demand growth must be conservative. If you overshoot, your business case collapses. Lesson number 3, for regulated utility infrastructure bets, transparency and risk-sharing matter. When public entities take on huge risks, the fallout is large. Lesson 4, the nuclear route remains promising as a decarbonization lever. But the WPPSS story reminds us these are plug-and-play builds. They're decades-long, complex, highly regulated, capital-intensive. For your world has global supply chain, manufacturing moving from China to U.S., factory setup, etc. This is a mirror image. Big bets require lots of margin for error, flexible execution, and adaptive strategy.